Welcome back, everybody, to the spring season of KU Esports. I am Marshall Swanson. You guys know me, and I am joined this evening by.
Nathan Vaughn. I am the Rocket League varsity sub for this semester.
Welcome, Nathan. It's good to have you on the desk here with me today. Nathan, we're starting off our season starting off this the stretch of the season against Nebraska. What can we expect from KU tonight?
So I am expecting from this team to be more defensive than we are offensive. I'm expecting some good saves, some defense from Alpaca, especially being a more smarter player. We can even see on these stats here that we have the second lowest goals, which decent, but that does mean that we are more defensive, even being mid with the second lowest goals in the division. So
Yeah, absolutely. Couple of things from our report card here. We've taken 3 of our matches to Game 5. That means we like to go the whole way, which ties into the very defensive nature of our team, ties into our very sort of controlled mode of play. Also leads for really great entertainment value. We have our 4-4 record, and we have been dubbed the gatekeepers of PEC, sitting in the middle of the pack with a even record. And I don't know if I'm sure you remember these, but those key losses to Utah and Syracuse last season, those
yes,
were absolute, especially the game against Utah. That was a total heartbreaker of a game. It was super close, but Utah came out of the gate swinging on that one. A really fantastic game to watch and a really fantastic game to cast. Utah, but that's even despite that win, Utah still sits below us at 2-6. As you guys can see at home, Rocket League is like the PEC scene for Rocket League is very kind of lopsided on the table here. Who knows? Maybe over the winter break, the teams have reshuffled a little bit. They've done some practicing. They got their reps in, and this season's going to be a totally different story, which I'm hoping it is. But let's turn now to highlighting a player that everybody at home should be watching for tonight to like make some really impressive marks on the game. Nathan, who should the people at home watch tonight?
I think Meave would be the most entertaining player to watch, in my opinion. He's a very looking at the stats here. He has plenty of goals, many assists as well. So he's going to be the playmaker. He's going to be shooting. I wouldn't looking at the stats statistically. I wouldn't see him being a very more on the defensive side. I think that's more Alpaca and Swift's play style. But I would definitely look for more plays being made by Meave, especially.
Yeah, that is definitely one thing that Meave excelled at during the fall stretch of the season was being the playmaker for KU, being in those positions to score, being in that offensive position, ready to strike when the transition came. I correct me if I'm wrong on this, but one thing that I think KU hopefully worked on over this break was the transition play, not getting caught in transition as much when they decide to press fully up the field, and getting caught, not being able to have somebody back to stop a push from the other team. But yeah, this should be a good one. Nebraska, uh, you know, not a bad team. There is no bad team in PEC. But I would say this should be a comfortable win for us tonight. What do you say, Nathan?
Yes, I do agree. Rotation is definitely very important in this game. Definitely not overcommitting as much
Absolutely.
as Rocket League players consider. Overcommitting is definitely a very big problem. So I think Alpaca is who we should be leaning on for that one,
Hmm.
for being back in those defensive positions and hopefully not preventing those overcommits from being happening, conceding a goal because of it.
Absolutely. I think I prediction time. Nathan, what do you anticipate the scoreline being at the end of this best of 5 series?
I think I'm gonna say
I'm
3-1.
gonna say a 3-1.
3-1. Yeah, I think it
Okay.
should be a
Okay.
fairly comfortable win.
Fairly
But
comfortable win. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think I'll join you on that 3-1 prediction. I'm always a huge fan of like having the most amount of matches played. I think it's great
oh,
for
absolutely.
everybody at home to go to the best of 5, have everything be like a nail biter, go to that fifth and final decider. But it would still be nice to see that like a quick 3-0 or even a quick 3-1 win. I definitely think Nebraska is a team that can take a match off of this KU roster. Um, Definitely should not sleep on them in tonight's match. And while we wait for everybody to get into lobby, I think we'll kick it to a short break. Stay tuned, folks. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back, everybody, from the break. As we were over the break, Nathan and I were talking, and Nathan, you observed something about Nebraska's team. What was that thing that you noticed?
So what I noticed was that they have way more goals than we do over the season basically, and they have more goals allowed. So they have they've conceded more goals than we have, but they've scored more. So what I think that tells us about this team is that they like to go way too aggressive. They like to get the goals in, but I think where that hurts them is that they get scored on much more from, I would imagine, overcommits. The rotation might even be off from everybody going for like shots rather than protecting what's most important about the game is protecting.
Yeah, it is interesting to note, like that is a unique dynamic that it can pay off, just straight up scoring more goals than your opponent. But I mean, you can't really do much when your goal differential at the end of the season is -33. Like that's not a sustainable goal difference. And neither realistically is even a -11 goal difference for KU. If the Jayhawks want to get out of the exact middle of the pack during the spring stretch of the season, they're going to need to, as we said before the break, sort of be better about their transitional play, not getting caught out in those transitional moments as much, and being able to get back solidly, get the ball, get control of it, most importantly, and get it clear. That is a big thing that I noticed, that we, especially towards the end of the season, really had an issue with, which was in those moments where they don't have sustained bouts of possession, they seem to lose a little bit of focus on that defensive side, which, I mean, to be fair, is normal. If you're
Yeah,
defending for way too long, you are
absolutely,
bound to make a mistake.
absolutely, yeah.
Um, so, hey, we can talk about Alpaca too.
Oh, perfect.
Let's highlight Alpaca as well.
Okay.
Nathan, what should the folks at home know about Alpaca?
Um. So first thing, right off the bat, looking at this, I do see a pretty high number of demos and also assists. So so looking at this, definitely looks like he clears the way for goals to happen with all these demos. 47 demos is quite a lot in this game, and that definitely clears up the game quite a bit. As you know, it's 3 versus 3, which if you demo, it's a 2v3 for 3 seconds roughly, and that does clear a lot of it hurts the opponent's rotations, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I get you. Also, demoing somebody resets their boost meter, doesn't it? Sets it down to
Yes,
basically like
sets it to
50,
33.
33.
33, yes.
Then that's very important too, because like off spawn they're not able to quickly get back into the play action there. They have to try to find some sort of boost. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it's really critical that when you go for the ideal spot to demo somebody is going to be like when they're set up in their goal to like so they cannot block a shot essentially.
Yes. Yeah.
Just to like really truly clear that way. Another number to look at was like 49 assists for Alpaca. But here we are, everybody. We are in the match, and the kickoff won by Nebraska, but quickly taken back by Meave into the Nebraska half. So already, these first couple seconds here, ooh, almost letting one through. Ooh, a very weird bounce.
Whoa.
Meave misreads it. going for the quick boop in there in the goal. Doesn't find the boop onto Swift. Nebraska maintained possession of the ball, but here we go. Meave running forward with it. He has it on his hood. He doesn't quite beat his man. And he's going to carry it back around, try to set it up for somebody else. Hackett gets a touch, but Creed there to clear. This looks better. I like how this is starting out for the Jayhawks here. Ooh, great attempt by Meave onto the goal. Creed with a great save. But here we go. No, it is shut down in the shutdown.
Shut down by Zymek.
Yeah, it's a good shutdown. They'll carry it back into the Jayhawk half. Alpaca beats his man, gets it in the air. He's one-on-one with Creed for the goal. He gets the demo, but the save still comes through, but never mind. Meave there to mop up and put the Jayhawks up 1-0.
That was a perfect example we were just talking about, too, demoing the person covering net, so it's an open net.
Yep.
Meave takes the opportunity to score.
Yep, and Alpaca, I mean, despite not being able to carry the ball with him through that demo, he still gets amazing value out of that play. You winning the kickoff this time around. Meave carries it forward, but he's going to get taken off the ball. Mincy with the save with a clear, but Alpaca shoots it back in, and there's nobody in front of goal. Meave, or was that Swift or Meave? Was it Meave that carried the defender away?
I think so. Yeah.
It was Meave. Yep, Meave just comes through and just knocks Mitzi out of the way.
Another perfect demo to clear the net.
Absolutely, and that's a quick 2 goals for the Jayhawks here with 3:47 left to go on the clock. Kickoff won again by Kansas. No one really there to follow through on it. Just getting some boost collected there. Swift is going to carry it off the wall. Mincy there to clear. Creed gets a demo onto Meave. But Alpaca's there to keep it up. But Creed clears, beats the man. But the danger is not yet cleared for Nebraska. Meave regains possession. Alpaca denies the touch. Creed keeps it in. The shot on, and nobody there. A shot on the far side of goal. And Nebraska bring themselves within 1 with 3:18 left to go.
It's like we were caught scrambling back to the net.
Caught in that transition. Like we go to clear the ball, but then there's I guess a miscommunication, or just everybody very unluckily ends up on the same side of net, and just nobody's able to get across fast enough. What a great shot from Nebraska, and they're looking like they want their second quickly. Denied early on here, but the shot comes in, and the save. Swift in the right place at the right time. But Nebraska looks like they've settled in here. Creed gets a good demo onto Swift. They keep it in. Now this is where I get worried because, and that should have gone in by Zymek. Alpaca gets back for the clear, but that ball is still in the danger zone here. Swift not able to carry it away from Zymek. He gets it off of his hood. The shot comes through, and they will draw it level with 2:42 left to go. Just nothing really able to materialize in terms of a clear here from the Jayhawks. That's really frustrating to see. Need them to do better, but they and the thing is literally a minute or so before this, they were playing really good, solid attack. And they were doing everything right that they needed to do to get those quick goals. But now Nebraska have woken up and are on the relentless demo streak here, keeping the ball in. They look like they want to take the lead.
Absolutely. I agree. It looks like Nebraska have been trying. They're passing the ball around our players. They're maneuvering the ball around our players, going through our rotation. And it's really breaking up our rotation. It looks like we keep getting caught being, as you said, in the wrong place at the wrong time.
This is a good little bit of play here. They keep it away, but no one's really able to capitalize on it as Swift is going the same direction as Meave, and Alpaca has to come up from the back to try to take that shot. Mincy with a great flick over, but Alpaca meets it in the air. But no one quite gets it, but Creed's able to clear it. That's going to be a long shot on Swift. Easy, comfortable disruption for him. A couple little fakes there from Nebraska. Meave's now going to take it forward. He's going to beat 1, beat 2. Not going to be able to beat Creed, the third man. And a shot from a really, really tough angle. Swift reaching for that clearance.
A block here.
And a great one from Swift. That is crucial. Coming in now to the last minute and a half of the match. And another great save from Alpaca.
Looks like you're going to air dribble it.
The boost management.
Around 1.
And I can't quite tell if Nebraska's been able to just steal boost from Kansas here. I want to say that KU's winning or doing better on the boost management side of things, but because they've defended for so long, like I feel like it gets harder to manage your boost when you're stuck in your own half.
Definitely possible. I am noticing that we are low on boost, especially on the defense.
This is a great little setup here, but Alpaca not quite there. The ball just too fast. Meave with a great setup. Swift not able to take the shot. Alpaca gets back for a crucial save down to the last 40 seconds here. Oh, and an unlucky roll here puts Nebraska up with 41 seconds to go.
Another great shot.
It's a great shot. Meave gets to it, but the touch just comes too late. By that point, the ball's already past him. Tough to see. But now that 40 seconds is still plenty of time for Kansas to draw it back level here and maybe force an overtime. But they have to get forward and they have to be perfect about it.
Looks like Nebraska have been trying to demo us more.
Yeah.
They're giving us a taste of our own medicine that we've given them at the beginning of the game.
Definitely so, and they've got 2 members pinned back in the goal, but now there's no one back for them. It's only one. If they can get this, but Alpaca not quite able to reach it. 10 seconds soon on the clock here. It's got to come now. If that goal's going to come, it's got to come here. It's got to come now. And he will get it. Swift will draw them back level with 5 seconds to go.
Amazing pass by Meave especially.
It's great. A great little setup there. And he just times it beautifully to thread the needle and get the equalizer. I think we're going to see overtime in match number 1 here of this 5-game series.
It's looking like it. We'll have to see how the kickoff goes. Goes in Nebraska's favor. Looks like Meave is going to be there to meet it up.
Yep, and now if that ball's just got to touch the ground and it's overtime. That's
like
all that has to happen here.
Nebraska.
Yep, he's going to try to keep it up, going to try to keep it alive. They're going to keep it alive. It's going to sail around to the other side of the goal. Oh, but maybe KU want to carry it forward, but nope, it's going to touch the ground. And now, sudden death, golden goal type moment.
First game definitely exciting.
Yeah, it's a good tone setter. Just it gives you a real taste of like what we're in for, and it definitely seems like this Nebraska team is coming out with something to prove here in this match. They definitely want to pick up this win, and they definitely want to try to course correct from the fall's performance.
Absolutely.
It looks like they've been putting in the reps too. Kansas really not doing well here, being forced into a defensive bit of possession, and just as we say it, Mincy gets the goal, giving Nebraska the 1-0 lead in the series to start.
Notice what happened.
It just too late on the clearance there, and it's already going to roll in.
It almost looked like Alpaca ran out of boost and he couldn't reach the ball.
Yep, that's what it looked like to me too. A really unfortunate match number 1 here. Nathan, what did you notice? Like, what was Kansas doing well, and what do they have to do differently going into the second match?
So, looking at the first 20 seconds, it was outstanding. Like we were in the lead, we were getting our demos, we were getting our rotations perfectly well. It got us 2 goals very early in the start, gave us a cushion. But it looked like from Nebraska, they almost like adapted really quick to that, and they started demoing us, so we couldn't even get into rotation to do that to them.
Yeah, that definitely is something that like this Nebraska team really latched on to, was just once they got pressure applied, they kept squeezing and tightening their grip, making it impossible for the Jayhawks to get out of their own half, and that's just not a sustainable practice. If you lovely folks at home remember back to those losses to Utah and that loss to Syracuse in the fall, that's functionally what happened in those 2 games as well. Is KU gets locked down in their half, they start to lose out on boost management, and they ultimately end up like conceding in crucial moments. I mean, for a solid minute there, KU were dominant. They were in possession. They were up 2-0. But, that's just an amazing thing that just shows you how fast this game can change around that. In relatively the same amount of time that Kansas scored their 2, Nebraska gets 2 back and then takes the lead and forces overtime.
Absolutely. I also saw that Nebraska also picked up their passing, maneuvering through the Jayhawks defense very well.
Oh, but a great sequence off the start here. Meave, was that a solo effort?
I believe it was. It looks like he caught it and just shot it.
Yep. Oh, wow, what a beautiful play there. Beats all 3. What an amazing catch from Meave there in the first 7 seconds of the match.
Another very nice early lead from the Jayhawks. It looks like the kickoff goes in our favor as well.
Now, if they need to translate this momentum, they cannot get bogged down after such a great early goal. Yeah, but they're really hunting for the demos.
He's already looking for the demos.
That is and a great long shot, but Swift able just to collect it off the crossbar. He's going to try to air dribble it forward. He's going to take a weird, awkward deflection, kind of disrupting Neve.
Over two, shot.
Yes!
Nice.
That's what you like to see there.
Very wonderful play by Meave. Air dribbling it over 2 defenders, I believe?
Yeah, he beats one, beats two, and just beautifully lays it up for Alpaca to finish that shot. Excellent team play here. And another quick early 2-0 lead for the Jayhawks.
It's another thing that we said way at the start of the day where we said Meave was going to be setting up the plays. I even think he got the demos in the first game, I believe.
Just like that, yeah. There's going to be another quick setup, and Alpaca like feeding those assists. I mean, if you remember the stat sheet, 49 assists over the course of during the fall. Continuing that trend here, and Meave being the goal scorer.
So we got 3 early goals instead of 2 this time.
Yeah, this is definitely a momentum setting thing. In the first minute of play, you are up 3-0. Granted, Rocket League is one of those games where it can take just as little time to lose that lead.
Oh,
and that should have gone in. Saved and also hits that post with a revenge demo.
Very, very quickly.
A little revenge demo from Meave saying, "How dare you save my goal?"
I think Meave might try to set something up here. He's low on boost.
He doesn't quite beat it, but Alpaca's there to recover it. Carries it forward.
Zymek's the only one in net.
Yep. Now they're just going to have to trade off here. Oh, and a good key demo from Nebraska comes through here. Swift not able to really capitalize. There he goes. Here it comes. Oh, but Mincy with the clearance. Yeah, it was right on.
Collect.
He does.
He's going to try to make something else out of this as well. Maybe
he does.
Alpaca even.
Oh!
Like a shot. Very close.
Great shot and a great save from Zymek. This is what we like to see here. This is really great from Kansas. This is exactly what they needed to do at the start of this match, was get control of the tempo, keep the pressure on, and even if you're not necessarily like scoring, you are still forcing key saves to come out of the opposition.
Absolutely. It looks like our rotations are also doing very much better in this game.
Not letting this Nebraska side get settled, which if the first match is anything to go off of, is a team that requires them to have a settled tempo going into this. That was a great cheeky little back pass, and Alpaca's able to score off of it. An amazing play here.
Another amazing pass.
Like that's just that's just such a great pass from me. And like the defender follows, like is still going into the goal. 2 of them wind up right there. There's no chance of them saving that. That's just so well done. This is the Kansas side that I was hoping to see going into tonight's match, and they have not failed to deliver the second match.
Looks like Swift is going to set up a play of his own.
The crossbar, but it's not going to matter.
Wow, this is dominant in this second game.
This is a statement match here from KU, saying like, okay, you beat us in the first one. I mean, there's still 2:40 left to go. It is possible. It is possible for Nebraska to score 5 goals in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Yeah. It would take a collapse of unparalleled proportions from Kansas. But I have faith in me with a great save, almost making me eat my words. Caster cursing my own team. But it just just perfectly open net and just an amazing just carry through.
This is just domination in this second game.
This is a statement here and a great setup.
Threatening the bump as well. I don't know if he got it, but he was threatening it surely.
Yeah, but it's just a great setup there just to pop it up. Alpaca in the right spot to follow through on that one.
Amazing play by the Jayhawks.
I totally just failed to realize that Alpaca has a hat trick. He got a hat trick earlier.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, he's on 4 goals. He got a hat trick at some point.
Wow.
So that's cool. Yeah, totally failed to call that out when it happened. But again, yeah, just Nathan, are they doing everything they needed to do?
Absolutely.
I think we've overstated that point here.
Seemed like they were almost listening to me. They might tuned into the stream.
Yeah, they can hear us through the floors of the Kansas Union here. But here we go. Nebraska gets forward here. They're going to try to make something happen, but they're not going to be able to. No one on Nebraska's side really had any boost to work with.
Swift trying to style on them, try to get them a set.
Oh, but a
power
great
shot.
Bit of play. The save doesn't quite happen, and Alpaca's able to recover it. That's just okay. So I'm going to nerd out about like real life soccer. That is like a great example of tiki taka
Oh,
playing.
absolutely.
Like that's
Yeah.
just that is perfect tiki taka play of just like quick little interchange passes and just able to like confuse the defenders there, which I know you can't really like do super well in Rocket League, but that was still really great to watch. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah,
If
me
if
too.
this if this game is anything to go off of, I think our prediction of a 3-1 series might be correct,
Very possible.
which would be great. It'd be I would love for that to be the case. That for
if we
the
continue
first.
like this for the rest of the series, surely.
Can we get an 8th? Oh, Mincy there with a good clearance. Yeah, Kansas have definitely settled into the attacking rhythm here with good rotations, good looks at goal, forcing key crucial saves. Here we go in the transitional period here, and that's not, I don't think, quite what they wanted to have happen. And I think, no, that's too slow moving. Neve's going to be able to get that clearance very comfortably.
It does look like Nebraska is trying to put on some pressure late in this game.
Try to get something back.
If they do get one back, though, Rocket League players call that a Brazil. I
Oh,
assume
yes,
that's a
yeah.
real-life reference.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, it's a Brazil, but I don't think we're going to see a Brazil because it's going to go up to 8-0.
8-0 with still 41 seconds.
And Alpaca
left.
with a double hat trick. If he scores 3 more, it'll be a hat trick of hat tricks.
3 more in 41 seconds by one player would definitely be impressive.
It would. It's doable. It's possible. I would like to see a hat trick of hat tricks. That'd be really cool for the stat sheet.
Yeah, it would definitely boost Alpaca's stat sheet, especially.
Oh, but the demos are now flying here. Alpaca with one. Mincy gets one back onto Swift. We're gonna see if Nebraska can claw one back here. They don't really have the boost for it, so to speak. They're just trying to not concede the 9th goal. Alpaca with a demo on Creed here. Zymex going to carry it forward, and they will. Nebraska will get their goal with 16 seconds left on the clock.
They are definitely being like choked out almost in this game.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I definitely would have like mentally just imploded after like that first opening salvo.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a really difficult thing to come back from. I definitely think this Nebraska side can bounce back from that going into the third match. Sorry, because after all, you know, you're starting at an even scoreline. Every match is a new opportunity to come back and win it. So, almost got the second there. The
Looks
ball's
like
still just going to stay up. I think.
It's like Meave is hungry for a 9th.
Or no, he's just going to carry it forward, present them with a golden opportunity, but that ball's going to touch the ground and end that. And the series is now level at 1-1. A commanding statement victory in this second match from KU.
Absolutely. That was a very dominant game by KU. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah,
They
I
did
mean, like,
everything-
what is there to say after a performance like that? I've got nothing.
They
I
did
have
everything
nothing.
flawlessly. They were passing to each other perfectly, especially getting those first few goals.
Yes, I loved some of those passes, especially the little cheeky back pass from me. Oh, love to see it.
Even
Love to
Meave
see
with
that
his own
stuff.
solo plays as well. Catching the ball and
Yeah,
going for an
catching in the
immediate
first
shot.
7 seconds. That's such an amazing goal from him in the opening bit.
It's a very, very. I would say Meave was very well. I think Alpaca was awarded the MVP, but me personally, I would say Meave.
Oh,
would be-
absolutely, Meave. He was making plays, getting great passes in there with the assist game. Just phenomenal work across the board. I mean, let's also not undersell Swift. Swift on the defensive side of things was doing great, like making
absolutely.
key saves, preventing the limited chances that Nebraska did have when they got forward from culminating in a goal. I mean, sure, they got their consolation prize towards the end of that match, but I mean, in a game like Rocket League, keeping a clean sheet is very realistic and very doable. But I also don't expect every game to be to have a clean sheet, especially in a situation like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Nebraska wins the kickoff this time.
Swift will try to block this shot.
Oh, and Alpaca able to clear that second shot. Coming in, Swift now up, gets the key boot. Me's going to be able to run forward here, uncontested, get that ball. Go for the setup. He's going to get booped off of it. Here comes the shot, but it goes skyward. Not the angle. I think Swift wanted to take that shot. But the Jayhawks are back now, settled back into that rotation. Here comes a very long shot. Ooh, it just gets ceilinged a little bit there. Nebraska are definitely on the attack here.
Alpaca's looking for the demos.
He's looking for the demo, looking for the boops to just disrupt their play. Zymic, though, able to break free and keep it in Kansas's half, but no. Swift to the demo.
Zone.
That shot's just going to roll wide here. Nebraska is keeping it in, though. They're doing a great job of just denying any early pressure coming onto their half in the first minute here. But Meave's able just to get forward. He beats one, beats two, and unfortunately, probably could have just walked it into the goal, but stops himself short because he thought he was going to get, disrupted.
I would almost say he lost just where the ball was because it looked like he blocked his own shot.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like he blocked his own attempt on goal. He's just gonna park and take this. Beats one. Oh, it's just the angle's perfect there for Mincy to save it. Here comes the setup. Swift with a great shot. Kansas need to be careful here though. This is where in these moments where they're too deep in a three-man press that they get caught and concede goals they really shouldn't. A great stretching save from Swift, right as
right as you said.
Right as I'm saying, like the one thing they need to be careful of, and they managed to get back and defend it. But this, now that they've lost the transition battle, we're going to see if Nebraska can keep the pressure on and keep their possession spell going. Not quite. Alpaca looking for a boop, a demo. Meave with the shot, yes, but this is not like the first two matches. We are scoreless going to 2:50 left, and right as I say something, Nebraska take the lead. I just need a not.
That was an amazing pass.
It was,
by Mincy.
no, it was so good, just absolutely great, and a little bit of a screen there from Mincy as well. Zymic with a great pass.
Nebraska looking like they're carrying the momentum from the end of the second game into this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one thing I think we completely neglected to talk about was like Nebraska like finding their way back into it. Maybe with a little bit of help from Kansas being up by 8 goals, feeling a little complacent.
They might even be feeling that this game especially.
Yeah, which I don't think you can do. I think when the series is 1-1, you cannot afford to get complacent, which is something that I think has happened to this Kansas side more often than not. Oh, and a great, just great read there from me to get that save. Oh, Mincy with a great shot, but it's just going to roll across the open face of goal. Alpaca with a great demo onto Creed. But that ball's still just in the danger zone.
And Meave. Looks like Meave was going to try to make his own play, but it's shut down by Creed.
Yeah, this is not where Kansas want to be. This is exactly what I was afraid of. Nebraska are able just to volley this goal. They're able to barrage it. And eventually they'll find another one here if Kansas isn't careful. If they cannot get boost and get forward and get that equalizer going into the last 2 minutes of the game here.
Especially, yeah, Nebraska.
Oh, that goal's open! No! Alpaca's so close, but Creed with a well-timed save.
He was going to try to make his own play.
Mm-hmm.
Alpaca's waiting mid.
Yep.
Shot very close. Denied by 2 players.
You see, but now Kansas are getting into it. They're starting to settle back into it. No one's there for an amazing, just open, just sailing across the face of goal there. You hate to see that when you look back and there's the ball sailing across an open net. It's like, oh, if only I had just stayed.
Especially in my own games, definitely very upsetting just knowing that it could have been a goal.
Mm-hmm. Kansas need to be careful here. They've won back possession here, but there's now a minute left. They got to find this equalizer to send it to sudden death. Oh, but he doesn't quite get the boop out of the way for that ball just to continue through. Beats one, does not beat Creed. That shot's going wide to the top right corner.
Zymic is on that one. Alpaca also shut down by Creed.
A good demo here. Can they make something happen here in these couple seconds while he's out of the match? Nope. Mincy's going to get a revenge demo onto Swift. Can the Jayhawks get forward with 30 seconds left? Can they find the equalizer? Or is this going to be just the Nebraska show with one goal to show for it? Tries to go for a pinch there. Doesn't get the pinch.
Just get an air dribble over one.
That's it. That's it. That's the equalizer. Yes. Whew. Honestly, I think the aerial duel is what wins it here because Mincy gets a touch to it, and then Zymic just misreads it completely.
Caught out of position. He's not ready for it.
Nope. And then there's nobody back. He misreads it in the air. And there's the equalizer. Now, if they can just score another one here in the next 10 seconds, they'll just win the game outright. No overtime necessary, but Creed with a demo onto Alpaca.
And Meave will definitely try.
Oh, and a great disrupt. That ball would have gone in if that like 50-50 in the mid was not one. Like it's here we go. It can happen if as long as that ball doesn't touch the ground, and it will.
Nebraska does put it down.
Yep, they'll send it to overtime. Now they've won the only overtime contest so far tonight. But a great fake on the kickoff there. Kansas win it.
Jumping in. Might try to get a
Gets
bump
it.
here.
And that's it.
There
That's
it is.
going to be it. Alpaca with the quick overtime goal here. An amazing setup from Meave on this. What a great effort. Oh, and Mincy's there, and he has the touch on it, but the momentum is with Alpaca to slot that one home. Kansas take the lead in the series, 2-1.
Definitely a little choppier than what I was comfortable with.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And those things we talked about that Kansas does that makes it kind of scary and makes it really nervous to watch them came to fruition. I mean, like Nathan, just like what, like talk us through that. Like what did you see that really just was not working out for him?
So honestly, I would say not even as much as KU dropping it down, but I would think as Nebraska picking it up. They were demoing, passing to each other, and it just led them to plenty of opportunities to score.
Yeah, and just Kansas, an early demo from Alpaca on Mincy here. But yeah, here we go. This is series point now, and with a pretty commanding opening statement here. 6 seconds in, Nebraska will take the lead.
Double commit.
It's a double commit, and they had the demo to go off of, too. Like, that demo came through for them, and they were just able to get it in there. No one's back for Kansas to clear it. A really unfortunate, unlucky situation to be in. Kickoff one into the Nebraska half.
Early shot.
Great shot from Meave. They're kind of stacking up on each other. That's something I noticed, too. Is that, like, a normal thing for people, like, players to do, is to stack on each other on, like, essentially, like, on the same play?
Definitely common, but it's definitely not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be more spaced out, covering more of the field so you're ready for virtually any possibility, especially in a 3v3.
Yeah. That is one thing I've noticed that happened a lot in the last game too, of just like Kansas players doubling up on each other for essentially the same play, and it leads to like last second reshuffles where you're not really able to maximize the value of the press. And a really great shot here. Tries to bounce it off the floor, but Zymek's able to read that.
Pinches it out.
Yeah, but the demo from Meave is great, and that ball is going to roll harmlessly across the face of goal. Alpaca wins it.
Good opportunity. Meave takes.
Yeah, he's got to take it, though, because you got to try to keep possession of it. Creed's going to be able to collect.
Nebraska is a little awkward here.
Indeed,
Might even
indeed.
be a shot. Ooh, denied by Zymek.
Indeed denied. This is a lot of lobby balls here. We're just lobbing it back and forth across the field here. Meave with a great run here, but Creed disrupts him. Now he's going to take it back across the field, and this one looks to be a little dangerous, but nope. Swift with a good clearance. Meave in the right position for it. It's going to hit the crossbar.
Very close.
Unfortunate, heartbreaking
Looks like another
stuff.
opportunity.
But Creed's there. No one's there to take the shot either. It's a good setup, but just gets 50-50'd.
Defense of Nebraska are especially looking better.
Oh, and a great shot, but it's going to hit the post. Oh, and they'll knock Swift into a great position to take the ball forward, but he's going to get disrupted. Meave rising to meet it. He wins the ball. Alpaca here trying to go for the setup. Swift's going to have to keep bouncing it in this corner. They're not quite ready for it. Here it comes. There it goes. But no one's there. Have to track back and clear it. This is once again, we find ourselves in the same position we did in the last match. Nebraska up 1-0, and then both teams kind of settling into a routine here of just lobbing the ball back and forth across the pitch. When's the mistake going to come? Who's going to slip up first?
I'm not sure. It looks like Nebraska's defense are especially looking much better than what it looked like at the beginning of the series, especially.
Oh, and a great read from Meave there just to get that disrupt, and the ball's going to get centered. It's going to get set up, and Swift will happily finish. No, you're good. Yeah, Meave with a great initial setup there, but then the Alpaca with the great setup, and then Swift for the finish. It's great. Awesome. Love to see it. The equalizer.
And Swift getting the assists this series.
That equalizer came so much
much more comfortably.
Much more comfortably than it did in the last match. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. But now can they translate it into a win? Great save from Mincy there.
Pass, maybe a bump attempt.
Oh, yeah, that was the setup there, but Alpaca just too far away to take advantage of it, capitalize on it efficiently. 50-50 ball won by Nebraska. Keeps it in the KU half. Once again, a weird, awkward double up here, but it looked like, was it Swift or Meave didn't have boost in that situation, so it makes sense.
Swift. Yeah. Swift did appear low on boost, so me opted to take.
Yeah, but Swift is going to carry that one forward. Swift wants to get a little bit of the offensive action, but Meave's going to get demoed before he can really make anything happen. And now you got to be careful on the defense. He's back up, gets the demo on to Zymek, and that ball's going to move forward. It's going to hit the corner of the crossbar.
Denied by Mitz.
Oh, great save from Nebraska here, keeping the game level at 1 apiece. But at some point, it's got to give. Something's got to give. A good bump in the back, but nothing's going to come of it because the ball's already back in the Kansas half.
Eve in the air, almost over 2.
It took 2 of them to get it off of him. But here it comes. Here comes the setup. Creed's going to rise. Oof. He's going to miss it, but Alpaca will also miss the shot. I hate to see it.
Caught off guard by his miss.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, but
Swift.
A great little carry forward by Swift in the air, and a mistake riding off of the pinch into their own net. Nebraska trying to go for that clearance. Oh no, they just straight up miss it on the replay there. That's just such a great bit of like technical skill just to thread that needle into the top corner there. Love to see it from Swift.
Beautiful play. Looks like Meave is in the air. Gonna try to go for a ceiling double reset. Doesn't get it.
Doesn't get it. Tragic. But Kansas able to claw those 2 goals out, get their lead back in a fourth match that has been back and forth this whole time. But now an undefended net from Kansas lets Nebraska come back level with 31 seconds left.
It's an amazing 50 by Nebraska, just leading them up to a perfect setup.
Yeah,
to shoot.
Like you could never ask for a more like appealing target.
The red carpet.
Just absolute.
Some players might say.
Now I would miss that. Like 9 times out of 10, I miss that, which is like a weird thing. But like it seems to be this phenomenon of like open net. You overthink it and then you like sky it or like send it wide, and it's just heartbreaking every time.
Yeah, double tap.
Ooh, and a great redirect. Tries to get the like backboard reset, but he's not gonna get it.
It does look like we're scrambling a little bit. We're leaving them with a little bit too much space, but we do get the ball back.
Just gotta relax here a little bit. 5 seconds is a lot of time to work with.
A miracle goal.
Oh, he's not gonna get it.
Looks like we're gonna try and keep it up.
It's gonna go to overtime potentially, but no, it's gonna get sent far, far away. Swift able to keep it alive. Zymek able to keep it alive. Now Nebraska are getting forward with it. This is it's a little bit of a dangerous territory here.
It's like me gonna try and air dribble it over.
Oh, honestly, at this point, just let it touch the ground. Yep, overtime. Okay, now this is it. Golden goal. This will decide if our prediction of a 3-1 win on the series is correct, or if we're going to match number 5.
Either or, I'm happy.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't be just
the other one for a correct prediction.
Oh yeah, no, either we predict correctly or we get one more game, which is great entertainment. I honestly have liked how these series have gone. I don't know, I'm quite sure you would agree with me, but like these have been very entertaining matches. This Nebraska team is obviously not the same one from the fall. If you guys remember watching those that series at home.
Oh, absolutely.
Last semester.
Like they practiced quite a bit, and that was a little dangerous.
Yeah, me with a great save. Nebraska are really applying that pressure here in this overtime situation. Kansas need to be careful. They don't have the benefit of a winding down clock. They've won the last 2 overtime fixtures, but here comes that. Nope, that's just unfortunate. Nobody's back, and a great shot from the midfield.
Swift just caught out of position, caught off guard. This is a very well done, very organized play by Nebraska to score that.
Yep, and that's the transitional thing that I've been talking about. Like the ball's up in their half, we're getting forward, getting ready to make something happen. Lose possession, quick breakout play from the opposition, and they're able to get it forward and score that. Match number 5. I'm excited.
More entertainment.
Oh yeah,
no. Let's go.
This is it. This is going to be the make or break for this. Yeah, it ends tonight, whether we like it or not. And I really hope, I hope and think that Kansas can pull this out and win this going into this 5th match. But they cannot do what they have done these last 2 matches. They cannot concede early, and they cannot let Nebraska set the pace.
We need another game too. We need that. We need that synergy. We need that passing.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that start. We need that start again. We need that start, and then we need to keep that and not like just fall back and be complacent in our play. You know, I almost wonder what do you think they're talking about right now in between these games? Like, what do you think the conversation sounds like between Meave, Alpaca, and Swift?
I would almost say that they're probably a little disappointed by how close this is because I was talking to them earlier today where they were hoping for a more comfortable, more, I don't know, like, I wouldn't say easy match, but they were expecting to win this one.
Mm-hmm.
But as close as it is, it's almost,
Yeah,
and
it's
how, I want, like, what's the word? Like, synergy, I guess.
Yeah,
they weren't working together very well.
Yeah, like the synergy's not there. It's not synergistic. You know, insert whatever like corporate speak for teamwork you want here.
Yeah.
This is already off to a great start. Kansas with a dominant early bit of possession here in the Nebraska half. Can they make it work? Not really. There's not much to work with here. Nebraska are just going to try to carry it forward. They're going to get options to, and they will. A long shot.
Will be easily saved by Swift.
It's a comfortable save here, but now Nebraska are going to start their attack. A good ball back, but Mincy and Creed are already on the rotation. Get that ball in the midfield. Oh, and a great shot. Oh, and it just
down right into, who was that, Alpaca?
Yep, it just, and then pinches off of him into the goal. That is super unlucky.
Very unfortunate.
Yep. Oh, it almost would have been better if like he waited for it because it was going to hit the crossbar. But then if you wait for it, they just get the rebound and it's goal in anyway.
It's very difficult to make that decision whether you want to jump if it's in or not.
Yeah, you almost have to go for it. And he just was, I think, a little slow on the rise up for it, which leads to the pinch into the net. Kansas once again find themselves trailing to start the match. Can they find
in this position? 2 games before.
the last two matches, last 2 games, they've been in this position. Can they find an equalizer even sooner?
Over 150 at the last.
But Mincy with a great read, but
beautiful.
Yep, just a great little meatball of a goal from Alpaca there. And they found this one even earlier than the last 2.
Now we just gotta see if we can find another one and hold it.
Now, can Kansas go on a scoring run like they did in match number 2? If they can do that, they win the series and they will take their first victory in the spring side of this PEC season.
Ooh, Creed does miss the ball, and it's a very good save by Creed anyway.
Oh, it should have been in the top corner, but it will ricochet out and then land squarely at the feet of Creed, who will just get a mere, like, it's just a simple little deflection save.
It looked like he missed the first ball, but he missed it right into the perfect spot.
Yeah, it's just, that is so unlucky. Meave played that so well for just an amazing goal potential.
Let's get over 1 defense. Swift will try to take out the third, but
it just doesn't quite get it. Alpaca sends it back that way, but Creed's able to recenter and get it with no boost in his pocket. He's still playing without boost. Almost every member of Nebraska playing without boost here. It's a risky gambit, and they almost get rewarded for it.
Very close. Zymic takes a 50 with Swift. Alpaca does take it down.
Ooh, that's not... A little bit of a miscommunication there from the Jayhawks.
He is getting his demos in, though.
Mm-hmm. It's a good demo.
Could lead to some opportunities. He does miss them.
He stalls out, yeah. Oh, and Swift misses it on the wall. That's not ideal. But Alpaca with a good stop. The kid's demoed for it. This is not where Kansas want to be, and a great steal from Meave there.
Great clear by Alpaca.
Now can they get forward? Gets the boost. Gets ready for it, looks for the steals, not going to quite get it. Alpaca with a disrupt.
Oh, they double committed. This could be big for the Jayhawks
Yeah,
here.
just get there and get the touch. He does. Creed's, though, going to be back in the right spot to get it. He's able to corral. He's going to carry it back forward. He's got to beat 1. Kind of fakes it, takes a pass.
He does take a bump.
It's good, though. It was good. It gets the ball a little bit farther forward. Alpaca takes it up. But Nebraska win it in the air. Zymic carries it past Meave. The shot from Mincy on. Going to hit the...
This is looking very dangerous for the Jayhawks here. They're very awkward.
Oh!
Meave does get the save.
Nervy save, but really
Another
well taken.
Position.
Oh, no!
Another save by Meave.
Creed just misses an absolute, like, slow-moving setup there. Those are always the ones you miss, too, where there's the slow movers. And Alpaca not in the right spot to take that shot. That ball sailing across an undefended Nebraska net.
That quick change in speed can definitely throw off what you were thinking was
Yeah.
going to happen.
It's a massive thing with pace, and Creed will demo Alpaca, and Nebraska will win the ball back.
Swift
Oh,
does take it up the wall.
it was a
Might
great.
try to take a 50.
That was a great job to get back on the inside of him, so you can stop a shot if it comes through. Just really great
Absolutely.
defensive work from Swift there. Love to see it. But now we
Swift does
come.
seem to be the defensive man here.
Mm-hmm.
There he is again.
He's done great work in a lot of these games to keep Kansas from conceding more than they should. First game, notwithstanding. Oh, no.
Packer with the save.
He doesn't make the mistake. He doesn't get unlucky on that one where it pitches off of him into the goal. He actually he gets that rising clearance here, but 30 seconds left. Can Kansas find that second goal to win it in regulation time, or are we going to see another overtime situation?
Game 5 OT would definitely be very entertaining, but we still got to be careful here.
Yeah, 15 seconds, and it only takes a couple to get a goal in. It only takes a couple for a mistake to form. Nebraska keeping the pressure on. The shots there. Meave with a great clearance. The shot coming back in from Mincy, but it's saved again by Meave. 1 second left.
We do need to put this ball down.
You got to put it down. You're not able to get forward. But now it's golden goal. I mean, to be fair, if they had scored there, it's golden goal. But now, you can touch the ground.
Game 5 overtime.
Game 5 overtime. Series number 1, and it's going to be over like that.
Amazing pass.
Mincy with a goal to give Nebraska a win over the Jayhawks. A frustrating, disappointing end to Kansas's start of the PEC campaign for Rocket League.
Absolutely. Definitely one to be pretty disappointed about, to be honest.
It's frustrating. It's a frustrating loss to see, but this Nebraska side played to win. They played really well.
I agree.
This was a very even matchup. Going into this, the stat lines would have indicated that Kansas, having an even record and slightly better goal differential, should have come out winning this. But paper doesn't tell the whole story.
No, it does not.
It does not. What does Kansas need to do coming out of this to win next week?
Definitely pick their heads up from this game, especially. Losing to a team who's below you statistically is definitely one to be a little upset about, but I think we just need to practice our rotations, especially getting as you were saying, transitioning from defense to offense, but not too much transition to overcommit.
Yeah, and especially with the double ups too, and just having the better communication of like who's going for what, like being in those positions, like that is critical, key, important stuff. And I think that a lot of these matches should not have gotten to overtime. I definitely think that Kansas is a team that can score and should be scoring more. But just it's a tempo thing, it's a possession thing, and it was the same problem at the end of last year too. I definitely think this team can correct those issues going into technically week 3, but match day 2.
Yeah.
For us next week. And really quick, just check, who do we play next week? 1 second, we're checking. We'll tease next week once we get that. We'll set up the storyline for that. The expectations should be a good matchup though.
Good.
Yeah, but no. So anyway, so they're not just sitting there looking at us. Yeah, Nathan. I mean, like walk us through that. Like what going into practice? Like, what do you think is going to be the focus of practice? Between now and next week.
I would say passing. Definitely, yeah, passing, and honestly, just getting more comfortable, because it seemed like later in that series, like I think from like game 4, we were looking way more awkward in so many positions.
Yeah, I would agree. Next week we were playing Utah. Now that is going to be, I feel like, a bit of a grudge match. Utah was a game that Kansas should have won. That was an absolute nail biter of it. It wasn't a nail biter. It was just a shock defeat. Like, that was an upset. And I like watching that game, casting that game. That's going to be a bit of a grudge match for us. And I look forward to that game. I look forward to seeing how Kansas evolve from now until that matchup.
Definitely.
Nathan, is there anything else the folks at home should know?
We're going to win the next one, I hope.
I hope so, too.
I hope we're going to win the next one.
Yep. As for the rest of this week, as you all know, Tuesdays is Overwatch, Wednesdays is Valorant, and this Thursday, I believe it's League of Legends this time. Yes, it is League of Legends this Thursday, all starting at around 7 o'clock. So make sure you tune back in tomorrow when the Overwatch team kicks off their campaign. Once again, I've been Marshall, joined by the lovely. Keep it locked, everybody. Stay tuned. Have a good night.